Don't got time for the gimmicks. I'm it. Squad. 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 Oh my God. Fire. Squad. I'm it. Okay, now we back to square one. It's hard to square up. Everybody got come, mama cries, dead sons.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers come into today's game looking for a way to pick up win number 10 on the season. It's the Browns going up against the Chargers.
Larry, thank you very much. The last time the LA Chargers played a home game was December 18th, 1960. But they've got one here as we welcome you to the StubHub Center in Carson. I'll tell you, you wouldn't think 30,000 people could make this noise. That's half the size of a normal NFL stadium. But this is no normal crowd. They are ready to go as their Chargers get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Now the rookie from Clemson, this is Wayne Gallman. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Off the play fake, Kaiser. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Saw man coverage on the perimeter, and that was a pretty good throw. And it's one of those ones that wasn't an easy catch, but it's one that he thinks that he should have come down with, although I'm sure the opposing cornerback would beg to differ.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Let's go!
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Steps away to his left. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Returning, it's Benjamin. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, 2nd to last in the entire NFL. On third down, Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. Now Gordon on first down. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second down following the run. Now the first carry for Brandon Oliver. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here it's third down. Now Rivers. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. On to punt, Drew Kaiser, second-year man from Texas A&M. Duke Johnson deep for Cleveland. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. On the ground, it's Gallman again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now Gallman. He juked him. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, all that dancing and juking is great, but sometimes you guys just leave that on the ballroom floor. Put your nose down and try and gain some yardage.
Was one good move, but couldn't get anywhere. Tackled for a loss. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Gallman will run it. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Let's go!
They go play action. Kaiser. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Rivers to throw it. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down near the 42. A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Rivers on first down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Throwing Rivers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
For Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. They can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can. And it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Defense showing blitz. 2nd down, Kaiser. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Here's Britton Colquitt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, coverage starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and the Bengals from Cincinnati.
A hard-hitting battle right there.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Check, Patriots! Out back to Philly, here we go!
On the run, it's Oliver. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A toss play. Gordon. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And look out, I think he's going to go. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And some space here. Kiss him goodbye, Travis Benjamin. Touchdown, LA. Travis Benjamin, 96 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for the Browns. 47 yards on the ground. He'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
This is Goldman, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down. They'll run again here with Goldman. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. On the counter, here's Gordon. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They start on the ground with Goldman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. It's good to make it 17-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return comes from Orleans Darkwa. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right near the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
On third down, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Rivers now to throw on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down right at the line of scrimmage. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And on 2nd and 10 now. The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Rivers. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. And they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. Thank you, LR. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Second down, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 49 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Hey, Rocket!
They run. It's Oliver. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Rivers going to try and sneak it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Phillip Rivers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Kaiser now on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Now a second down throw for Kaiser. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Browns on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Benjamin. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. Finding room inside the 40. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Kaiser. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Here's Gallman. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Oh, design run for their wideout. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Kaiser. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Let's go. 1-9.
Play action now. Kaiser sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
That's it, baby. Hey, Delta. 380.
Here's a carry for Oliver. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Something to think about with these Chargers. They had 4 losses a season ago when leading with 3 minutes or less.
So you think that their fans right now, they're hopeful, but not necessarily expecting it to go their way.
Yeah, not counting their chickens just yet. To throw on 3rd down, Rivers. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, Kaiser. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They'll run for it with Goldman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go.
On the toss, there goes Coleman. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. On play action, Kaiser. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
We certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Hoping for a 4th down stop. Instead, they flinch and move the chains.
Flinch, jump, not watching the ball. All the sins that you're not supposed to commit, they come into play there.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
They'll try to pound it in with Goldman. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there with time running out. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this two-point conversion. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game. They'll try and run it in, and he will get in. The two-point conversion is good, and we may be on our way to overtime. Now all even here in this fourth quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So out come the Chargers. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now Gordon on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Here's Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now the first throw in overtime for Kaiser. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Williegeez in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Kaiser. The rookie first-rounder David Njoku with it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 5, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Well, I'll tell you, this guy's had a monster game on the ground. So if you're going to go for it on 4th and short, it can't be any secret who's going to get the ball. And sure enough, he's going to add to his total here as they pick up the first down.
On the ground, it's Gallman again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now Gallman, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7.
Let's go! Fire 38! Fire 38!
Kaiser now. And he fires one, but incomplete. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Here's Britton Colquitt now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. They'll try the right side this time. Here with Gordon. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
What can Rivers do in the OT? Allen has it, left side. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A huge play there in overtime, 46 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
12.
They run it here with Oliver. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's Gordon, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And the timeout coming in here with just 7 seconds remaining in the extra session. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And the timeout coming in here with just 7 seconds remaining in the extra session. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats.